Looks like it's gloves off in the battle of millionaires in the 2020 presidential election in the United States. Democratic hopeful Michael Bloomberg and President Donald Trump have locked horns over Bloomberg's coverage policy for the polls. Bloomberg News, owned by Michael Bloomberg, has said it will not investigate its owner or his family and foundations, nor that of his Democratic rivals. This essentially means that Michael Bloomberg and his fellow Democrats have a free pass from Bloomberg News. However, the news agency will continue to investigate Donald Trump and his fellow Republicans. Needless to say, the decision has enraged the Trump campaign. Citing open bias, the Trump campaign has decided to ban all Bloomberg News journalists from the president's electoral events. Trump's campaign manager, Brad Parscale, said that individual engagements with Bloomberg News reporters will be decided on a case-by-case basis. The news agency's editor-in-chief refuted Trump's allegations, saying that they have always covered the present government in an unbiased manner and would continue to do so. Normal campaign coverage will continue on Bloomberg News, but every article will inform the reader that the company's owner is a presidential hopeful. And talking about the US, Trump seems intent on starting yet another trade war, this time with its European ally France. France had recently imposed a digital tax on its technology companies operating on its soil. But an investigation conducted by the US government concluded that the digital tax was inconsistent with prevailing principles of world trade policy and unfairly targeted US companies such as Google and Facebook. In reply, the US is considering punitive duties up to 100% on French imports, such as champagne, cheese and handbags. The tariffs could potentially impact imports worth $2.4 billion from France. The US has not announced a date yet for rolling out the new tariffs, but the Trade Office says it will collect public comments and hold a public hearing first. The US has already imposed 25% tariffs on some French goods, such as wine, over the Airbus subsidy dispute. France's new digital tax levies a 3% charge on companies that operate in the country. Estimates suggest that France is likely to receive payments to the tune of $500 million to $1 billion as part of the new digital levy. But it's not just France. The US is apparently considering an investigation into the digital taxes in Austria, Turkey and Italy.
She's saying for months now, well, no, she likes it, she wants it, she likes it.
A huge fire ripped through a 25-story residential building in northeastern China's Liaoning province. The fire spread rapidly to the higher floors. There are no reports of casualties so far. The blaze has since been brought under control. It's being said that the blaze rapidly spread to the top floor as the building's insulation caught fire. Firefighters rescued and evacuated people from the huge fire. Over 200 firefighters and 47 fire engines were dispatched to the scene in an attempt to put out the blaze. It took emergency workers some 3 hours to put out the fire. Footage from the scene shows flaming insulation pieces falling off the tower and dropping onto the nearby lower buildings. Further investigation into the cause of the fire is underway.